Artbook update. I got a new art book. I got the Persona 5 art book. It finally came in. I'm really excited to bite my teeth into this book. It's to be noted that this is a only paperback. There's no hardcover option, and it's published by Prima Games. I'm not a huge fan of Prima. I really don't like their publishing at all because they usually They only do paperbacks. The only time I've ever seen them do hardcover is for strategy guides, which is weird. I don't know why they just don't do hardcovers as well for art books. But yeah, that's the only negative I could say right off the bat for this art book. I kind of wish they went with Dark Horse or Titan Books. They do love hardcover stuff. I really wish they went with them, but I guess they went with Prima. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of it being paperback. I really wish it was hardcover, but I guess they wanted to cut prices, cut costs at some point. But so usually in these videos, I go to a random page and I talk about that page. So we're gonna do that right now. There's 447 pages in this art book, which is, something to be said because usually, art books can range from like 100 to 300. Usually, there's some of them go over that. The thickest one I have is the Zelda Arts and Artifacts book. That was a very thick art book, and I love that one. That one is actually one of my favorite books. I thought I would be disappointed with it. I wasn't. And the Fire Emblem Awakening art book was pretty thick as well. So I love thick art books. It just means that there's a lot of stuff to kind of sink your teeth in, and this is no different. So I'm gonna open to a random page, see what we get. So I got to the side characters part of the book. I'll show you. I'm not sure how good it's gonna look at the camera, but this is what I got. The Wardens. I like the organization. I like how it's kind of spaced out. The only thing I don't like when art books do this is when they don't like the bottom, the blue one, like right here. I don't like that the art goes through the seam. It just doesn't. I don't like it because then it's like I have to kind of open up to spread it out, which I don't like. I like when art is all on one page. They should just outlaw that. When you make Prima, Dark Horse, whoever is watching this video, because I know this video is huge, please, for the love of God, do not ever put art through the fucking seam. Don't do that ever again. Please don't. It's terrible. Just put it all on one page. Just put it all on one fucking page, or have it be a fold out, which I'm not a huge fan of either, but that's better than having it go through this fucking seam. So, other than that, the language is English. He did release it in English. I thought it was only going to be Japanese, since Persona 5 is primarily a Japanese game, but they did a English release, which is really nice. I like that. It has creator commentary and even voice actor commentary, I think. Because it says here for the Justin and Caroline things, the VA, Carrie Karenin, which I guess is the voice actress, but it does have creator commentary as well, which is nice. I really love art books that have that go the extra mile to get commentary from the creators, because it just makes it more interesting and makes it more worthwhile to read. I can't tell you how much I kind of wish that I could read Japanese, because I have the MGS4 and Peace Walker art books in Japanese. Can't read them, don't know what the fuck they're saying in those books, which is sad. So, it is what it is, but this is all in English, which is nice. It has nice creator commentary. The art is really nice. It's printed well. The only thing is that it still pisses me off, I guess, is since this is paperback, I always have the feeling with it. It may not be true, but I feel like the spine is weaker in it. I feel like that, the pages are going to slightly rip off more. It's going to be prone to that more so than the hardcovers. The hardcovers have that issue too, but I feel like that the pages last longer in there. I don't know what's the case with this, but also what I don't like about paperback is that it's very prone to being destroyed sometimes. I had a Revelations art book. I still have it somewhere, and I put it in my backpack, and I was going with it everywhere, and then all of a sudden I got a tiny tear on the cover, and that has ever since bothers me. Every time I look at it, it's like I see that tear, and it pisses me off when I see it. So that's the only issue I have with it being paperback. Is it prone to tears. It's prone to that shit, and I really wish it was hardcover because it has a protective shell to it. But other than that, what do I think of this art book? I love it. I fucking love it. I got it on Amazon for $25 or so. That's without shipping. With shipping was roughly 30. But if you go to Barnes & Noble or to a bookstore, how much is this? $40. Is it worth 40? I'm gonna tell you right now, if you absolutely have to get it from Barnes & Noble, you can't order online for whatever reason, or you just want it immediately, $40 is a fine price. I think this is worth 40 easily. I did get it for 30 because I didn't want to spend 40 since there was an option to get it on Amazon, which is fine. I think ultimately a lot of people are gonna go to Amazon to get the book anyway, so do that. But if you are just, you just want to get, immediately, 40, you can't go wrong with it. It's one of those books that I think is worth the price no matter what the price is. I think 40 is good for it. If it was 60, I would say no. It would be kind of, it would enter the territory. If it was over 40, it was like 60, 50, over that, I would say it's worth it if you're a fan of Persona. If you love Persona 5, it's worth that price. But this being 40, I think even if you're not a fan of the game, you would appreciate the book because there's a lot of information in it. There's a lot of art in it, and it's all hand-drawn art. There's not a lot of game models that you can just kind of find easily. There's art that's in this book that is not even online. Like a lot of this stuff I'm seeing already in this book, I've never seen online before, unless someone like directly posted the image from the book to Google Images. But a lot of the stuff I've not seen before I got this book, which is nice. I like art books that have that because it makes it more worthwhile. And it has a lot of concept art too, so it kind of shows the thought process of how the characters end up being in the final draft of the game. So I think that's all I have to say about this art book before this video gets any longer. I recommend it. I definitely think this is an art book worth getting. It has a lot of pages in it. There's a lot of artwork in it. It has a lot of effort put into it. It has creator commentary. Even as a paperback book, I think it's worthwhile. It's worth 40 regardless. I do like this book. I'm dying to read the rest of it. So I might do another video kind of like going over this book even in deeper detail, but right off the bat, just on this first impression of it, I think it was worth the price that it is. I like the artwork in it. It has a lot of stuff in it that I already know I'm gonna love just going through this. As a person who enjoyed the game thoroughly, this is just an added layer to it. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.